What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I'm taking you with me to Nassau, Bahamas. I'm going to give you a tour of the airport and let you know what it's like as you land, as well as what it's like as you take off. As an American, I love landing in other countries because it's so fun to see what other airlines are out there. So that is going to be the first thing you see. Then as you exit the plane, you're going to go through customs and immigrations, all that fun stuff. You'll walk down this Hall of Champions and then it will take you to a live band. I think this is such a fun idea when countries immerse you immediately in the culture. And as you know, I can't film during customs and immigrations, but I can show you where your baggage is going to get dropped off. So after you pick up your bags, depending on which resort you're going to, some of the resorts offer a shuttle to and from the resort. So there's the Bahamas here, there's Atlantis where I'm going to, and then there's Sandals, there's a few other ones as well. Usually they'll be there with your name, but I just wanted to show you what the welcome desks look like. But yeah, we walked right past the guy who had our name. Then they will escort you over to your taxi, which is going to take you to whichever resort you're going to. So all in all, it's a pretty quick process to get from the airport over to where you're going. I would say generally the country is only about 20 miles long. So it's probably only going to take you around 20 minutes to get where you're trying to go. And for this trip, I stayed at Atlantis, so if you're interested in seeing what that experience was like, make sure you check out this video here. It'll give you a room tour, and I'm going to have a bunch of different videos about it, but this will give you an idea of what to expect in the Bahamas. Now let's take our return trip back to the airport. Remember that they're going to schedule your taxi for you about 3 hours before your flight, so keep that in mind when you're booking your return trip. We were flying JetBlue, so this is what the entrance looks like, and I think it's Delta. There's a couple other American airlines that go through here. And this is an idea of what the terminal looks like. They've got a bunch of little shops over here if you want to get some souvenirs. But once you go inside, there's so many shopping options. I would just wait until you go inside. For this trip, I didn't check any bags, but it did look like it was kind of a long process to check your bag in. So just keep that in mind when you're booking your return flight. Make sure you get there early enough to check your bags. And then this is security, which will spit you out right over here. And they greet you with their famous Junkanoo statue. This is one of the famous festivals that happens in the Bahamas. So they're dressed in like the traditional garb of the Bahamas. And if you want to learn a little more about it, here is some of the information about the artist and about the festival. But it's so pretty. The bright colors are really cool. And I'll show you a little bit later, there are some souvenirs that represent the festival, which I think is worth getting as a souvenir for the Bahamas. Jumping into the food, I'll go ahead and show you some of the pricing and some of the different varieties that they have here. Remember that you are on an island, so definitely the lines are on island time. So keep that in mind when you're ordering food. Some of the lines would take forever, like Wendy's, I would say, was the longest line. It also was the most popular, but that line took forever. So they do have a number of fast food options. They even have pizza. And then if you go around the corner out of the food court, they have a few restaurants available as well. There's a lot of different artwork that's kind of scattered throughout the airport, so make sure you take a minute to check that out. And moving on to shopping, I'll give you an idea of some of the things that they have and how much that is going to cost you as well. And just for reference, the Bahamas does accept American currency, so all the pricing is in American dollars. If you guys like how I do my airport reviews, please hit that like button so other people can find me in the algorithm. I do my best to give you an idea exactly what you'll run into at the airport to relieve some anxiety and let you know exactly what you can expect once you land in a certain destination. So hit me with that like, I really appreciate it. Liquor is pretty cheap in the Bahamas, so I would say stock up on liquor if that's what you're looking for. They also have some fun kind of homemade bohemian things scattered throughout the airport as well, so make sure you go treasure hunting for that stuff. And I feel like Panama Joe is like the famous bohemian thing here because everywhere I went in the Bahamas, there was like Panama Joes everywhere. If you're looking for some traditional Bahama souvenirs, I would suggest the rum cake. The Bahamas also has a lot of homegrown liqueurs like gin, rum. Their beer here is my favorite. I love the Sands. That's all I drank the whole time I was in the Bahamas. And then moving on to duty free, they've got a lot of big packaging kind of items. And price-wise, I feel like it was similar prices to the US. As you move into the gate areas, there was like a Dunkin Donut over here. They also have little pop-up shops. There was a whole liquor stand by one of the gates. So there's a lot to explore if you want to waste some time in the Bahamas airport. This was the Junkadoo souvenirs I was talking about, the little guys. In terms of charging stations, really the only charging stations that I saw were over in the food court. Like you could see here, most of the chairs don't really have anywhere to charge your phone or anything. They're just kind of basic chairs. There's not many plugs, but they have them in the food court. They had this fun little playground for kids that was kind of like ocean themed. I thought that was really cute. And like I said, liquor is everywhere in the Bahamas airports. They have a lot of homegrown rum and gin. Those seem to be like the most popular things. And everybody always asks me about the airport bathrooms, so I just wanted to do a quick video of the bathroom. It's pretty basic, and their toilets do flush with toilet paper. Most of the gates get pretty packed. It's pretty small gates. So I would say hang out in the food court for most of your time. And then of course you're gonna recognize this. This is the same bridge that we came in on. And that's where our gate was to leave. So hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. And this is the next video that YouTube thinks you'll like the most. So make sure you check that out, and I will see you in the next video.